Hello everyone, welcome. I'm Gayatri. I shared this sparkly rainbow card earlier this month. I think it was on Valentine's Day and it was very well received. I got a lot of requests to do a video tutorial, so I decided to show you how in this video, but I'm going to use another stencil. The stencil stamp set die and inks are from Mudra stamps. If you don't know Mudra, they are an Indian craft company and all products are manufactured in India. I am using Mudra's Mandala stencil on this card. The original card uses Mandala 2 stencil, which is a new release this month. But this one is an oldie but a goodie. Then a rainbow of Mudra's My colors. I use my makeup brush to sponge the colors and also a microfiber cloth to clean the brush. I start with adhering the stencil to an oversized white cardstock. I sponge Flamingo Pink Mai on the center. I decided to use the pink instead of red because I just wanted a change. But as the video progresses, you will see me go back to the ruby red Mai because I love the red against the orange rather than the pink next to the orange. Anyway, I sponged Flamingo Pink on the center of the Mandala stencil. Then I clean my brush on the microfiber cloth, then sponge the brush on the white cardstock, the scrap one, to make sure there is no ink on the brush before I move on to the next color, which is the Tangerine Orange. I sponge this color around the Flamingo Pink, then I go back and forth with the two colors to get a good blend. Then I wipe my brush again and my next color will be Lemon Yellow. I sponge a wider area of this color because there is no green Mai color. But when I sponge the blue right next to the yellow, the overlap color will show as green. You will see the green as I sponge blue sky, which is right now. The final color I use is ultraviolet and I sponge this color on the outer edge of the mandala stencil. Then I go back with all the colors to increase the saturation of colors as well as to get a good blend. And notice I always clean my brush on the microfiber cloth and test it on the scrap white cardstock right next to me before I pick up the next color on the brush. This step is an absolute essential thing to do so that you do not contaminate the two colors. Okay, now is the reveal time. How beautiful is this rainbow mandala on a white cardstock? I am in love with it. Now moving on to the next step, I lay the stencil back in its place and it's time to apply the glimmer paste. I use Nuvo's Glimmer Paste in Moonstone and this is my all-time favorite and in my opinion a must-have in your collection. This paste has sparkle in it but dries clear, and since it dries clear, the color on the background shows through, and this paste also adds beautiful texture to the card. I apply a thin layer of this paste, then I remove the stencil and wash the stencil and the palette knife immediately. Please do not let this paste dry on your stencil because it will ruin it, and also make sure the jar is closed immediately as well. These two steps are absolute essential before you move on with the card. Here is a comparison of the same mandala stencil, one with the glimmer paste and one without. And I think both are beautiful. The glimmer paste sample is a tad more beautiful because of the sparkle, especially when it catches the light. I also love the intricate details of the mandala stencil. Once the panel is dry, I trimmed the panel with great reluctance to 4 inches by 5¼ inch in size. I adhered this panel to the white card base using craft foam. For the sentiment, I used the sparkle stamp set and the sparkle die, both from Mudra stamps. I die cut the sparkle die 3 times, one using black cardstock, two using white cardstock, then stacked glued them with the black die cut on top. This gives me a bit of dimension without adding bulk. The secondary sentiment, also from the sparkle stamp set, is stamped using black Mai ink on a strip of ultraviolet Mai sponged cardstock. I glued the sparkle die cut on the center of the panel and then put a few acrylic blocks to keep it in place so the glue adheres to the glimmer paste. I added foam adhesive to the sentiment strip and used a T ruler to get it straight on the card. As if there isn't enough sparkle already, I added more shimmer using Nuvo shimmer pen on the sentiments as well. Okay, that is it. All done. The card's finished. Here is the original card besides the new one. Which one is your favorite? I think I like both for different reasons. And here is the close-up of the new card showing the dimension, texture, sparkle and all the details of the Mandala stencil. I also love the beautiful font of the sparkle die. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. I have listed all the supplies used to make this card in the description box below. And I also have the link to my corresponding blog post. There are more photos, supply list, and details in the blog post. Connect with me on social media, and the links of all my social media are down in the description box. Thank you so much for watching, and bye for now.